an Asian-inspired shave with help from Holbrook, Arizona, Michigan, and a Mandarin who lives in the Caribbean. I'm Dave, and you're watching Barber Dave Shaves and Such. Hey everybody, welcome to a blessed Sunday. I hope everybody's doing very, very well. I apologize, I missed my community blog yesterday. Yesterday was quite busy at the shop, so I didn't get a chance to do it. All the crazy words that I said of where we're traveling today on our shave, we'll go over at the end. So I hope everybody's New Year is starting out well. I know that some of you in the Midwest and East and South are getting hammered with weather, ice storms and stuff like that. And we are in the 70s. However, that being said, Wednesday of this week, we have a chance for snow flurries. Go figure. The soap I have that we're using today, again, Asian inspired, I've had for quite a while. In fact, this was the first iteration of this soap base. And as you can see, it's just absolutely fantastic. You can hydrate the bejesus out of this and still get just a smooth, creamy lather. The razor I'm using today, again, Asian inspired via Holbrook, Arizona. We'll go over at the end as well. I have not used this razor in a while. The razor was actually a gift to me. I didn't pay for it. It just showed up at my door one day from a good friend. And we'll go over all that in just a second. It is a camisori, symmetrical camisori, so a Western camisori. So I can shave with it like a regular straight razor. Unlike an asymmetrical camisori or a left-handed or a right-handed camisori, you have to kind of shave with the same hand across, which can be interesting. And camisori is a whole different animal when it comes to how you hold them. And if you notice, there's a thumb notch here, and I stick my thumb in that. I take these two fingers, and then I rest my pinky on the other side, so that gives me that stability. This razor has been stropped. 30 on linen, 60 on leather, and then another 30 on the convex bench strap. It's sad that this straight razor maker is no longer making razors, because he was fantastic. You've seen quite a number of them in my videos. So if you would be so kind, come and join us at the Shaving Cadre. That's www.theshavingcadre.com. We feel we are the finest gentlemanly traditional shaving and other pursuits forum on the interwebs. Free to join, self-moderated, other than the 3 owners. And then we also do have a concierge staff that helps people navigate the the website. Just make sure that you read the TO, the terms of usage, before you get started, just to make sure there's no hiccups and you know what the rules are and everything else. But please come and join us. Also, don't forget, my partner and I, Nurse Dave, Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific until March. Then it'll go to 6 p.m. Pacific. Drinks and Daves, a live talk show. And we talk about everything. Not even sure what we're talking about this week, but we had recently, we had Eric, we did a rum tasting, and that was fantastic. So please come and join us. Camasories are a blast to use. And this one's really special to me because, again, it was a gift, unexpected. It just showed up at my door. The gentleman that made it for me, I just put a simple note in there that said, "Hey Dave, thanks for being a good customer and a good supporter." And he wanted to play around with the Camasory, and he said I had a bunch of extra metal and I forged it and twisted it up. And you're not going to be able to see that when I show the razor because I've got it in a traditional Camasory wrap. But and it's obviously rather large for a Camasory. It's a 7/8, but it's just a blast to use. And I was a little worried today because I had not used that in such a long time that, muscle memory being as it is, I wasn't sure how quickly I would remember. But if you notice on my second, against the grain pass just now, I had to figure out which hand and how I was going to do that. So it's just a matter of reinvigorating the muscle memory. Probably Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, I'll go ahead and shave with the symmetrical, true Camasory. And that's a trick, because being left-handed and having it being ground and honed for a left-handed, it's interesting. I've come up with some crazy ways to do it. What I do like about the Camasories is when you're doing this is my across the grain pass, but it's just easy to hold. This is almost a wedge grind. That's why it's so quiet. Very easy to maintain your angle of attack with these, because if you notice the way I'm holding it, it kind of balances it. Still having a couple bits of careful around here because I am still having that issue with where the dog played kung fu on my face. Taking a little bit longer to heal than I thought it would. Okay, see how much cleanup I need. A little bit. Last couple days I've switched from shaving with warm water to shaving with cold water again. And it's been okay. You know, you get so used to doing it a certain way. In a lot of ways, doing the cleanup with the Camisori is much easier because you can pivot, especially on the flat blading. But it could also get you in trouble if you rotate too soon and you catch. Oh, just a beautiful shave today. Definitely dolphins screaming everywhere. Just a little bit of an alum tingle. So we'll get cleaned up and we'll show you everything and explain my craziness of where I got all the geographic locations we're dealing with today. Also, somebody had asked me, you know, is it necessary, like a lot of brush makers, to say you have to hang your brush? No. I shake the brush out, and as you see, I just beat the hell out of it with a towel, set it up, and it's good to go. I did call an audible, so the picture you saw on the title page is correct, but I made an addition because of that little issue that I'm still having with what I'm calling the Kung Fu injury. Sounds cool. What I did is I added, and this really isn't Asian, it's more Italian, but I added the Via Barberie Acquae. This is a aftershave gel, and it just really moisturizes as well. And it does share some of the orange mandarin type of fragrance. But I usually put that on a little bit first. And then for our witch hazel today, sticking with the orange theme and the Asian theme, we're going to be using pink grapefruit and orange rind. And the reason why I put the Omega on first when I use this is it seems like the witch hazel mixes with the silk proteins that are in the Omega, and it just makes the face feel better. Okay. So, We said Asian themed, right? Well, that's right. A&E Kaizen. I've had this since the Kaizen base first came out, and it's getting down there, but just a wonderful, wonderful soap. The artwork on it is just absolutely gorgeous. So I said that there would be help from Holbrook, Arizona. Well, right here. This is actually a Jerry Stark razor. Jerry, and you know, those Stark razors I have from the Viking and the Ferrari and everything else. So he actually made this for me, unsolicited, and you can't see it, but right up here, you see the twists in the metal. That twists in the metal go all the way down, but it was a little hard to hold on to because it was so smooth. So I did some research on traditional Camisori wraps, and that's what this is. It took me quite a while to do that, but it's just fun. It makes it look like kind of like a samurai sword. And so that's very fun to use. For the aftershave today, we are going to be using Kaizen. This is between an aftershave splash and a milk, I think. Now, there are some people that don't like the fragrance of this. See, to me, I get orange. I get some deep, maybe some beech wood, but very Asian inspired. I love it. But a lot of A&E's fragrances can be a little funky. Their Pink Floyd-esque one is fantastic, very hedonistic. But this is just good stuff, and it feels really good on the face. For the talc today, we're going to be using Yardley Gold because it kind of has a citrusy vibe to it and doesn't detract from the fragrance of it. And of course, from Michigan, you knew it, Sorrentino. Beautiful brush. Now this, you know, I call this the Pillars of Creation, but it fits in an Asian themed shave. Anyways, on the camera, it shows greener than it actually is. It's more of a teal blue, but almost translucent. Just fun to use. Okay, and I said that there was a mandarin living in the Caribbean. Well, that's right. Royal Mandarin from Bermuda. This is a great fragrance. Just a cologne splash, but just enough. And it just enhances that orange of the Kaizen. Well, that's it for today's shave, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please like, subscribe, all that other kind of good stuff. And we'll see you again tomorrow. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave Shaves and such. And we'll see you in the comments, won't we? Take care.